offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Intercepted on first half. Turnover can swing momentum. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Continues to fight for yards. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Once for the tackle. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going right to work up top. Uncorks one. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got his man on the right. There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards...
Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Oh, he's got some space. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run to the left. Fighting off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets enough. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness? Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that...
He's got it down the left. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. There he goes, breaking the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
To the air on first down. No way to go with it all and down. He goes at the 39. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. play-action fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
After getting the takeaway, now you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Finley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guy.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. He's loose on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work, using the quick game. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got a lot of room to the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He might want another play. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Off play action on first down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's exactly
exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And he'll just... In this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Quick spin on the run. Got the first down and more. Speeding down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This drive will open from the 15. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Showing the arm straight down the left side. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown it.
He'll take a shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
The assault enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Finley. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Texas offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to...
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quickly complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.